start in the 5th spot. Here they come. Green flag. Hobby stocks are underway in heat number 1. And Tori Kovaleski's in the lead, now followed by Dave McDonald in the 83. Here comes DiStefano in the number 90. Up to the 3rd spot. And Zach Frazier shuffled on back to 4th. Dennis Dumas 5th in the number 15. Oh, look out. Dave McDonald just drifts up the racetrack a little too much. Puts a black stripe on the white back wall, and he might have done enough to just knock the toe out there, as he's having a hard time keeping the car going straight at this point, and gives up 2nd spot to DiStefano in the 90. Now comes under attack from Dennis Dumas in the 15. Dumas down on the inside will take over the 3rd spot. McDonald is back to 4th. And Zach Frazier runs 5th in the number 37. Battle for the lead now. DiStefano down on the inside in the number 90. Kovaleski tries to shut the door but can't. DiStefano is there, racing on the inside out of turn number 4. He'll lead that lap. Kovaleski back to the 2nd spot, but now under attack from Dennis Dumas. And whoa, Dumas has to really back out of it. Actually stand on the brake coming out of turn 2 because it just ran out of room. That's a dangerous spot. You can see part of the nose actually ripped off that number 15. This time Dennis will say, well, let's try the inside. So it just wasn't enough room up on the outside. That's a little deceiving, that being in the outside groove coming out of turn 2, and Dennis makes short work of Kovaleski and goes to 2nd. Got all kinds of body parts flapping all over that car. The nose of the car and the left front fender on the 15, and the right rear of the 64, where they made contact out of turn 2 a couple of laps ago. Meanwhile, the number 90, Brian DiStefano, out in front, being chased by Dennis Dumas. Dumas right up on the back bumper in the number 15. Going to get the white flag this time. Dumas going to try the outside. The back of the car pitches out just a little bit on him. Unable to make the pass, and now less than a lap. He'll try that outside out of turn 2. That is a signature move for him. Try to squeeze between the 90 and the back wall as the checkered flag goes in the air. Right down to the finish line. And DiStefano will hold on to win it in the 90. Dumas will settle for 2nd. Kovaleski, the early leader, for 3rd in the 64, followed by McDonald in the 83, and Fraser in the 37. Heat number 1 for the David's race cars and components. The number 20 from Grafton, Massachusetts, veteran driver Kevin Bowman in the number 20. Set to turn him loose here in heat number 2 for the hobby stocks. Green flag. On the backstretch, the 85 will lead him out of turn 2. Justin Avery being chased by Billadou, and oh, how you doing? Little love tap there into turn number 3. Billadou right on the back bumper in the 02. Jim Piasny in the 65. And then we've got 2 rows of side-by-side from 4th on back. Avery continues to lead, but Billadou looking up on the outside now in the 02. Trying to make that pass going into turn 3. And does. Billadou's the new leader. And here comes Jim Piasny. Piasny's going to try the outside in the 65. He races in third. The 0-3 of Matt Coesa in fourth. And Kevin Bowman is broken out to the fourth spot. Cross flags, we're halfway through heat number 2 for the Hobby Stocks, and look out, mixing it up out of turn 4. Trouble for the 0-3 of Matt Coesa. He's able to get going, but not after mixing it up out of turn number 4. Well, Bilodeau has really checked out to a big lead. The 85 of Avery runs second, but being pestered by the 65 of Jim Piasny. Now, Pat Tangway and Kevin Bowman duking it out for the fourth spot. Bowman on the outside. As he'll settle in now to the fifth spot. So the race really is from second on back because Bilodeau has checked out. Justin Avery in second. Jim Piasny in third, Pat Tangway fourth, Kevin Bowman is fifth, and sixth belongs to Chris Harding in the number 7, now with less than 2 laps to go. Straightaway lead for Bilodeau. White flag is in the air. Look at this race from second on back. Avery's got it. Piasny's trying the outside. Tangway trying to find something open on the bottom. They're going to fight tooth and nail all the way to the checkered flag. Bilodeau's going to win it. He'll be home by the time these guys get to the checkered flag. Bouncing off of each other. Here they come to the line, and Avery will hold on for second. Piasny for third. Tangway for fourth in the 79. Kevin Bowman will be fifth in the number 20, and then Chris Harding in the number 7. That's the way they run. As they get set for heat number 1. Now, the least stock of the cars we run here, the super fast, super modifieds, ready to go green. Green flag. Murphy to the lead in the 44. Sawyer will follow in the number 5 for second, and Jake Sturgis on the move in the number 11. Murphy trying to run away and hide in that number 44, opens up a comfortable lead out of turn 2 on the backstretch. Jake Sturgis right in the tracks of Kyle Sawyer in the race for second. Bartholomew is third, and Tommy Tamborello, or rather, Bartholomew's fourth. Tamborello will settle into the 5th spot. Big lead for Mike Murphy. And Kyle Sawyer now in a comfortable second. Sturgis in third. And the guy that finished ahead of him in one of those feature events last week, Lance Bartholomew in the number 12. In the 4th spot, and Tommy Tamborello for 5th as they race under the cross flag. How about Murphy setting the pace? Half a straightaway lead now in the 44. And pretty much riding in position here. Give a call to Mike Murphy. He sees the popsicle sticks, 2 to go. And now almost a straightaway lead here in heat number 1 for the Super Modifieds. Now the white flag, just a lap left. Can pretty much coast home from here. Kyle Sawyer in second. Jake Sturgis in third. Lance Bartholomew in 4th, and Tommy Tamborello in 5th, and that will be the finishing order as the checkered flag flies, and Murphy takes the win. Sawyer, Sturgis, Bartholomew, and Tommy Tombarello. So that's the way they run here in heat number 1. Mike Murphy, the winner. Kyle Sawyer for second. Jake Sturgis is number 8. Set for the start. Here they come. Green flag. And Sperling's in the lead. But here comes Keyser. Keyser trying to fight right back from that second spot in the number 27. Looking for an opening up on the outside. This time he'll stick a nose right up there on the backstretch. Pull up alongside Sperling. The Winged Warriors side by side. Down into turn number 1. Great race for the lead. Keyser on the outside, Sperling on the inside. Keyser by a nose into turn 3. Sperling trying to fight back, won't give up the spot. But unfortunately, Keyser drives it in about as hard as he can and takes the lead in the 27. Sperling will settle for second. Sparky McIver in third. Bobby Weber fourth, and Jim Barker will be fifth. Yellow is out. Spin on the backstretch. That's Jim Barker. Barker's around in the number 27 and Sperling alongside in the 61.
Yes.
Here they come. Green flag. Keyser's back in the lead, and this time Sparky McIver takes the advantage of starting on the inside to slide into second spot. Good battle for third. Weber in the 19 and Mike Sperling in the 61. Weber fights him off on the inside for third, and Sperling will be shuffled back to the fourth spot. Laps to go this time by for Leslie Keyser. Sparky McIver cruising in the second spot. Bobby Weber with a good run for third in that good-looking number 19, and the 61 of Mike Sperling for the fourth spot. White flag one more time around for the E-Keys for Cars Super Modifieds. Checkered flag is in the air. Keyser will win it. Sparky McIver for second. Bobby Weber will be third. Mike Sperling for fourth, and Jim Barker will finish fifth in heat number 2 for the E-Keys for Cars Super Modifieds. They're now qualified for their main event of 30 laps a little later on in the program.
On Speedway, Chris Pastriak's on the outside in car number 5, Connecticut. And Norman Wren brings up the back end in car number 53. Here they come, a green flag over the Speedway. 12 laps of heat race competition. Down through that first and second turn, they get on the throttle, down the back straightaway. Donnie Lashua, fast in practice this afternoon, substituting for Todd Owen tonight through the shadows of the fourth turn and down the front straightaway. Ships back into that bright sunshine, looking up into that big ball of sun, heading into turn number 3. Jean-Paul Cyr running in the second spot, Justin Bonsignor. Then it's the 92, the Nocella Paving sponsored car. That's Anthony Nocella. Young Charger out of Woburn, Massachusetts, Stephen Massey, the LG Restaurant. Number 13 cars next, Dave Schneider, Richard Savory, Norm Wren, and Chris Pastriak. Veteran flagman Warren Alstead out of the state of New Jersey. This year's series flagger is on the flag stand. Down the straightaway. Lashua. Donnie Lashua has run well here in the modifieds in the past. veteran driver out of Canaan, New Hampshire. He has won on dirt. He has won on asphalt. He's won in modifieds. He's won in pro stocks and late models. Very accomplished racer out of the Upper Valley of New Hampshire in Canaan. The headquarters for the Valenti Modified Racing Series. We're halfway. Rapidly clicking off 6 fast laps over the first of 6 to go into the record books here. Now we've got 5 more trips around. Jack's Racing Engines, number 17. Lashua on a rail, driving a good line down low and plenty of power down the back straightaway. Jean Paul Sear making his first start of the campaign. He is in car number 44, running in the number 2 spot. Michaud Fabrication car. Then you've got Justin Bonsignor, not Barry's, number 21. Young gun, runs this series, runs the Wheel and Modified Tour. He'll be in that, going after that event tomorrow night down at Riverhead. Big tour event for that series. Bonsignor will be heading back to the boat and across the ferry and back to New York to compete tomorrow night. Anthony Nocella solid in 4th spot right now with 2 laps to go. Now you're going to see the white flag in the hand of Warren Alston as the field comes off the number 4 turn. Donnie Lashua on his way to victory in heat number 1 for the Valenti Modified Racing Series. The New England Racing Fuels checkered flag over the Speedway. Sunoco Fuel, the official fuel for this series. The checkered flag waves over Donnie Lashua, followed by Jean Paul Sear, Justin Bonsignor, Anthony Nocella. Mr. Dwight Jarvis is on the outside. Longtime veteran, 2006 champion out of Ascutney, Vermont, is in the number 28. The 50 is Kyle Medeiros Jr. On the outside, it's the 14th, Dana Shaw. Max Zackham is in car number 20, Connecticut. And he is sandwiched in between Mike Willis Jr., the 38, and Matt Mead in car number 77. Good close competition coming off the number 4 corner. Opening lap leader is Todd Zegedy. Whoa, we got contact. We've got contact between Medeiros and the veteran. That is Dwight Jarvis in car number 28. The toys for all ages, NASCAR diecast, hot rods, trucks, and more. Toys starting at just $2. Check out his booth right adjacent to the right across from the ice cream location over there on the Midway. All right, here we go. Green flag is out. Back to racing we go. Good side-by-side stuff here. Todd Zegedy on the bottom on the outside. It's Tom Carey Jr. Nerf bar to nerf bar down that back straightaway. Zegedy got a good run going into turn number 3. He's got the top spot off the number 4 corner as they come down the chute. Rowan Pennick led him behind. He's going to challenge from the 3rd spot in car number 25. That's a brand new car for the 2014 season for Gary and Kim Casella. For Rowan Pennick, the Pennsylvania driver, running in 3rd spot. Now you got Dana Smith on the outside, and the Smith spots the number 14 car is being challenged by the number 77 Matt Mead as they go down that back straightaway. Mead moves up to 5th spot, down the front straightaway. They complete lap number 4. So Zegedy talked with Todd earlier tonight. Driver of car number 85. We noted he didn't seem to go hard in practice on the clock. It depicted that, and he just looked at us with a smile and he said, well, I don't go hard. The heats of my practice. Halfway. Right now, I think his practice session's going pretty good. Although Tom Carey Jr. is doing a good job getting through the corners and closes up on them. All right, Warren Alston's going to show them 5 laps to go. 5 more trips around the 3/8 mile Lee USA Speedway. Pennick holding on to 3rd. Good battle for 4th spot between those Upper Valley drivers, the 38 Mike Willis and Matt Mead in car number 77. A couple of guys that came out of the Twin State Speedway and the Pepsi Modifieds They raced over there a few years ago. 50-50 tickets are on sale in the vicinity of the start-finish line. Zegedy about a car length ahead of car number 42, Carey, through the first and second turn. We are going to get the 2 to go sign right now, and there it is on the flag stand. 2 more trips around. Zegedy and Kevin Stewart's car looks like he's stout here in this heat. Could be tough come feature time to try to duplicate his performance of a week ago. White flag is over the speedway. 1 more to go. 1 more. And we're getting set for the Sunoco Checkers, presented by New England Race Fuels. And there they are. Todd Zegedy nails down heat number 2, followed by Tom Carey. Rowan Pennant finishes in 3rd. Mike Willis. And then the number 77 car, Matt Mead, follows the 14th. All right, here they come in anticipation of the green flag. Dave Tibbetts turns them loose. Jimmy Russell is down to the bottom in car number 14, takes the top spot through the first and second turn, down the back straightaway. Got some good competition going on for the number 2 spot. Good race going there, way high. It looks like it's Roy in car number 89. He gathered it up, though, and brought it back and hangs on. So a good race going on for a second as they head down the back straightaway as Jimmy Russell's sort of checked out here in the early going of this one. Going to be 2 laps completed at the stripe. The number 92 car. That is Ricky Porter making a strong challenge on the bottom. Veteran racers won a lot of races here in years gone by, and he rolls that number 92 car into second position. Jesse Bousquet, another long-time competitor here at Lee, running solid in the 07. He is in the 3rd spot, and Bobby Melvin's on the move. Melvin coming out with a nice-looking race car tonight in car number 91. Veteran out of Groton, Massachusetts, former super-modified driver here. As we are getting ready to go to the halfway mark here in this one. Jimmy Russell, just about a full straightaway lead in that bright green number 13. That's a color and a car number years ago you would never see on a race car. Side-by-side battle going on for the number 3 spot here. Bobby Melvin's on the inside of Jesse Bousquet. They battle it out in number 2, down the back straightaway. They are door-to-door going into turn number 3. Good battle. Frankie Eldridge in tow in the 09 car. Look at this battle. Off the corner, down the front straightaway. They're inches apart as they head into turn number 1. Bobby Melvin nudges ahead. Bousquet hangs tough on the outside. Eldridge right there in the 09 car. Good battle for the 3rd spot. That's where your race is, race fans. Focus on it coming out of turn number 4. Behind is car number 14. That's Patrick Stewart. Kyle Roy in car number 89. Now Melvin's able to shake those 2 cars free. Eldridge is going to take a shot at the inside of Bousquet as they battle off the turn and down the back straightaway. 2 laps to go. Talking about a cruise that skips. Jimmy Russell's on a cruise of reds. On the back straightaway, a comfortable lead here. We're going to get the white flag. Dave Tibbetts puts that over the speedway. 1 more trip around the 3/8 mile. Melvin is 3rd. Eldridge is in 4th spot. Jesse Bousquet is in 5th. Now we got Roy battling Stewart deep in the pack. He doesn't want to finish in last spot. Stewart gets the advantage off the number 2 turn, gets a good run down low off the corner, and he moves by the number 14. Russell wins it. 2nd goes to the 92. 3rd will go to Melvin. 4th will go to Eldridge. 5th will go to Jesse Bousquet, rounding out the top 5.
Feature a couple of real late model hot shoes out here, including the 88 of Mark Perreno, the 02 of Jeff Rollins, Nick Mignotti, as we mentioned, the current point leader in the 63. Here they come. Green flag. Dinsmore gets the jump in the number 18 at Perreno. 3 wide action out of turn 2. Look at Jeff Rollins thread his way between the 53 and the 35. working up on the outside. Dinsmore, the leader. Pereno runs second in the family cab, number 88. Then it's Mignotti in the 63. Albie Ovitt in the 35. And Jeff Rollins hung up on the outside in the 02. Dinsmore continues to lead it by 2 car lengths over Pereno in the 88, and the battle for third right behind him. Albie Ovitt in the 35. Nick Mignotti in the 63. Here's Ovitt looking to the inside of that 88. Drives it down in there, keeps the nose down underneath, and now with a little tap of the accelerator in the middle of the turn is able to motor on by and take the second spot. Pereno will drift back down the racetrack and follow behind him. Now the battle behind that is the 02 of Rollins and the 63 of Mignotti. Dinsmore continues to lead, but Ovitt is closing in now. Right up on the back bumper of the number 18. He is getting through the middle of the turn like nobody else, as he is able to drive right underneath in the middle of 3 and 4 and makes the pass on the front stretch to take the lead. Albie Ovitt is the new leader. Dinsmore shuffled back to second. Here comes Jeff Rollins now in the 02. Rollins down underneath Pereno. He'll take over third. And Nick Mignotti off the pace in the number 63. 2 laps to go this time by. 2 to go. Here's a race for second now. Dinsmore trying to hold off Jeff Rollins. Rollins hammered down middle of the backstretch and makes the pass. Rollins goes to second. Dinsmore to third. Pereno for fourth. Has now less than a lap to go in heat number 2 for the Prime Storage and Warehouse Late Model Sportsman. Dinsmore off the pace in the number 18. And Pereno gets around to go third. Ovitt will win it. Rollins will finish second. Pereno for third. Dinsmore coasts across in fourth. Nick Mignotti will finish fifth in the 63, followed by Tom Harton